Let's have fun.
Psychotoxin.
Hello, hello.
Hello, nerds.
Hey, nerd.
What's up, ladies?
Not much. What have you
No.
been up to, Myers?
Nothing. Sitting here for a
Got
week,
anything?
waiting, panting, dying to do another one of these interviews because you round up a good one for us today.
I get the best of the best.
Yeah, we do. What you got up there, Chris? What's in your cup? What you sipping on?
Some hot tea?
Hot tea?
Yeah.
You getting sick, or you just one of them weirdos that likes tea instead of coffee? Oh, look at that.
I know.
Coffee is nasty.
Excuse me?
Coffee's nasty. Ugh. No.
Uh,
I do drink coffee, but I really love me a cup of hot tea
fair enough. You're a weirdo.
with a hint of mint in it.
A hint of mint.
That's Ponce. Do you
You just want-
do the pinky thing? Do the pinky thing?
Oh, what's your fancy ass? Well,
Yeah.
Bobby,
What have y'all been up to this
Yeah.
week?
what's that?
What all have y'all been doing this week?
This
Working.
week? Working. Always. Let me guess. Bobby's working, Chris is doing homework, and I'm just dicking around, right?
Actually, even though I have been doing homework, I have also been doing some crafts.
Ooh,
Ponce.
damn. Well, I wasn't screwing around this week because you know what I did?
What?
I got something in the mail.
What you get?
Ooh.
First and foremost, I got. Ha 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 ha.
Ah, shut up.
Michelle, Stephanie Schisms, Smiling Sam's Corn Maze.
Awesome.
I beta read that one when she had first written it, and she goes, "Hey, do you want to read something?" I'm like, "Always, anything she sends. I'm always." I love her so much. And she sent me Smiling Sam's, and I was like, "Oh, this was great." And I told her this was great, and she said, "Okay, all right, cool." And then she put it out, and it was just, boom. It was great. I called it, and I called it so much that I asked her to do me a favor, and I gave me a few words, and she said, "For you, anything." I said, "Well, thank you." And she gave me these words. She said, "Don't miss this brutal, thrilling, and absolutely hilarious man vs. beast tale. Stephanie Schism, author of Smiling Sam's Corn Maze." And guess what I'm reading that on?
What are you reading it on?
The Becca Hoofs. I got it.
Oh, are you going to send your best friend a copy?
Who? Of course I will. It just came in, and it's a month and a week early, and I have it, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these copies because I got a nice big stack of copies of them, and it's perfect. And not only did Stephanie do the back blurb for me, she's also going to be a guest coming up with us,
Super
and then
cool.
another guest coming up for us. is the one who did my rep and my format, and that is the always amazing and always on demand Ruth Anna Evans.
I love Ruthie.
I know you
Some Ruth.
do. So
Yes.
I'm pumped. I got my hoofs, ladies. I was waiting for this book, and that makes the third chat book. So I'm going to do a 3-book deal on the shop, and I'm going to do all kinds of fun stuff with it because it's a fun story and it's extreme and it's got a trigger warning and hint, hint. That's why there's a big deer on the back because proceed with caution, ladies. Or dead deer ahead.
Interesting. Can't wait.
So that's what I was doing this week.
Well, busy guy.
Not bad, not bad.
I have
Keep him busy.
a little box of books of my new release this week as well. So
Ooh. I'm so excited. It's the third, correct? And it's the third skull cover.
yep,
And I love skulls so much.
they're awesome.
I'm excited for yours.
That's what I've been kind of tinkering around with because
Tinkering.
yes,
Tinkering.
yeah, because
Tinker.
well, I'll get up real quick.
Not just leaving us. What the heck?
Hey, that's all right. A little peace and quiet. We can handle that.
Party.
I'm sure she'll be back. She's got those little corgi legs though, so she was probably just right across the room, but it takes her that long to get off that bed and then
I
run
know.
across the floor and then skitter back over. There she is. Hi,
So-
Skitters.
Third book.
Pretty.
And so again, tinkering, but playing around with an idea to actually have some skulls at
Skulls.
conventions whenever I go that will match.
Human, I hope. The skulls of your enemies.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Nice. You should name them.
Not a bad idea. I might.
Not bad at all.
In
Miss
all-
Bobby,
Yes,
I see you pointing your finger. What do you want? You just want to get your hand on her book so bad, don't you?
I do. I want a copy of that book. Matter of fact, she forgot to give me her best friend copies.
What?
Right? I only have
Oh,
one of
so
her
who-
books.
Your best friend. I thought, you were her best friend, but not. So you don't want the hoof.
No,
Who's?
you're my guy best friend, and she's my girl best friend. But I'm having an extra best friend come on the show tonight
Yeah.
Who?
with us.
What's his
today.
name? What's his name? Give me a hint. Because I want to. Meryl. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break and we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, Rosanna! And guess what?
What?
I'm such a putz because obviously I was an EMT firefighter. Everybody knows that. I talk about that shit all the time, right? Whatever, blah blah blah. This is her book. It's all strictly sickly medical. I'm like, how did that shit fly under my radar for so long? And I told her that, and I apologized profusely. And she said, you know what? I still like you. And I bought a copy this week, and I'm gonna have a copy in my hand inscribed from Miss Ruth. And oh fuck, it hurts.
Oh, that's a
Sorry, I get excited when it comes to the medical nasties. I love it.
Ooh, no, not you.
Oh,
Well-
it's so interesting. I love stuff like that.
That's
Yes.
why I could never work in the medical field because I'm so
Oh, did you all know I worked?
You want to eat the
mental-
hamburger. You don't want to see how it's made. That's
Yeah. No, I worked in a mental hospital for 10 years. Did you guys know that?
I knew that. You told me that before.
Yeah, but best time in my life.
Yeah,
And I got stabbed. But
that happens, right? Who hasn't? I mean,
it
come
was a
on.
new, yeah. What's more fun than getting stabbed at work? Come on now.
I know it's more fun than getting stabbed at work. because you booked the guy. So tell me, what's more fun than getting stabbed at work? Who is?
Merle David. Yes. I'm so
Merle
excited about this
David.
interview. I love him to death, guys. He is the best in the whole wide world. Matter of fact, me and Chris are going to get to meet him again in Texas Opticon, and we
Can
owe
you
him double hugs.
Yes.
Can you meet someone again? I mean,
Yes, because he is the best in the whole wide
or you're going
world.
to see him again? Uh-huh.
Every
Like,
time it's like meeting Merle for the first time. I love him.
it's gonna be like freaking when we see him, it's gonna be like a freaking oatmeal cookie. He's gonna be the cream filling, and we're like,
Oh, poor Meryl. Or lucky Meryl. What is it? I don't know. I do believe I am going to get to meet him live and in person later this year. If he is going to TBR, that's going to be one of the questions we can ask him when it comes that time. So y'all ladies, y'all know Meryl. I don't know Meryl. So just hit me with some what fill me in on what
Oh my gosh.
we need to know.
Okay.
What's going to need
Let
to
me go
know
first.
before we
Okay,
bring him
first
out?
off, when I first met him, was the first time me and Chris last year went to Texas Opticon. I walked into that hotel and he immediately knew who I was. Just the warmest, loving person in the whole wide world, loving to pieces. But let me tell you, you read his books, you're going to need a nightlight, a baseball bat, some teddy bears.
Some teddy bears.
He writes some scary stuff.
I love it. I love the spooky. He's good at it. I have yet to read him, so I know I'm dying to get on that train because I see it everywhere. I know he just had a number 1 over there on Godless, so that was awesome that he's got that new release that he's going to get to tell us all about.
Oh, I'm so excited about this. I'm sorry. I just love this guy to death.
I can tell. I can tell you're
and
giddy.
Chris,
You're like me when I was talking to Stuart last time. I was like,
I know. I'm so excited about this because me and Chris were working on a little book with a whole bunch of other authors,
yes.
and he is going to be in a book as me, the same book. Like, oh my gosh,
that's crazy, right? Well, what are you guys releasing that under? Is that like a new? Is that a your project, or is that just an anthology that you're going to be involved in, and you're just on the table of contents share, or is that something that you look at? She's up there and she's shaking up there with that little tiny little quirky wiggle. What you got up there? Tell me, I'm dying.
Okay, so Bobby and I have actually joined forces, and we have joined forces with the one and only Psychotoxin Press, and we have our own publishing deal now, called Immortality Press. And
with the jellyfish.
yeah.
Tell me the jellyfish. Tell me why. Tell everybody why the jellyfish.
So Bobby and I, I guess a little backstory. I've been dreaming a lot about freaking jellyfishes lately, and so I did some research, and I'm like, oh my god! So like the symbolism of the freaking jellyfish is just absolutely incredible. And again, like they simply just kind of go with the flow, and where they land is kind of like where they're meant to be. And I feel like that's how Bobby and I have been, and they trust on their environment, where Bobby and I also trust on each other. And we both want nothing but faith and love and to support people, and and
what's more chill than a jellyfish, right?
Right. And they're
Right,
beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful.
Hey,
but mess with that. No, we're not.
a little
And you get
joke,
peed
a little
on.
joke.
I guess someone's got to pee on you. I know how that goes. That's gross.
A
You
little-
get
a
a
little
sting.
joke now, a little joke. We can now say we're gelling.
I wish you wouldn't, but I know you will. You're
We
gelling.
will. I think we're going to make T-shirts like that with the jellyfish that says gelling.
But oh my god,
I'm glad you ladies found something that you're excited about and you're chasing your passion, and it's wordy and it's nerdy and it's y'all's, and you can do whatever you want to do. So that's cool. That's it's what it's about. It's just about the words. Just tell your story. Tell it however you want to do. And from what you guys are telling me, the guy that we got coming on, he knows how to tell a tale. He can tell a tale. He can tell a story, huh?
Yes, he can. And he's
I would
so
hate to
sweet.
see
Tommy
what.
comes up with such a creepy story I would never understand because he's like the sweetest man in the world.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it is. That's how it is. It'd be like that sometimes. We could be the nicest, happiest. We're
Oh,
nice
I
and
wasn't
everything on the
talking about
outside,
you. I
and we're
wasn't
just
talking about you. I was talking about my friend.
your best friend, Meryl. That's your third best friend this night. Holy cow! Well,
I love my best friends.
well, good. Well, then we're gonna get them out here. But before we do that, let's take another little break here, and then you booked them, you bring them. So we'll bring out your guest tonight.
All right.
Yeah,
My name is Dr. Galvin. Has anything strange been happening to you lately?
God, yes. Everything resets like it's Groundhog Day.
We were afraid something like that could happen.
How do you know all this stuff?
I built a device and I put a tracker in the box.
I'm so sorry. I'm just a mule.
Well, in any case, I can only help you in one condition.
Anything.
This may take a while.
It's all good. I have nothing else planned. Do you even know what we're stealing?
It doesn't matter, hon. All that matters is that you're getting a nice little paycheck for it.
I think it does matter. Lewis?
No, this is Frank. Are you at the motel?
Unfortunately, things have changed.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid I can't let you have the device.
Sooner or later, I will get you. I have an army.
And I have time.
Yes, I keep seeing that trailer, and I'm gonna do one of those things where we shout backstage, "Hey, boss, man, hit me again with when we can find that movie because I'm dying for it." Pop it up.
You know what we should do?
Shoot me that message here while
We should
why
have
don't you?
a movie night and watch it.
Oh my
Right,
gosh, that would be so fun. Then we could talk about it.
we
on
can
the
stream
show.
it March 19th. March 19th. Video on demand platforms everywhere.
Ooh,
So I
Movie
say,
night.
movie night with my besties.
Which one? The one that you're about to talk about?
Oh my god, I'm so excited about
Get it out of your system, Bobby. Bring them out here.
I will be able to. Guys, you guys are gonna love him. Merle. Oh my god, he's the best.
come on,
I'm
Bobby.
not for sure if I'm gonna be able to keep it together.
Well, here he comes then. Mr. Merrill David. Bring him on in.
Oh my god, there he is. The man.
How you doing?
How are you doing today?
Not too bad. Let's go.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Did you see how giddy these women are?
We love our Merle.
You love your Merrill. Well, Merrill, tell us about you. What's going on? What's going on? You look like you're in a bunker. I love it.
Yeah, this is my house, but I'm just using my phone because I don't have a camera on my machine. So, it's, and I got a lot of crap. I narrow it down to where you just me and my banners that I use at the shows and stuff. So, but yeah, that's about it. But not a whole lot going on here. Just the same old stuff.
We love it. We love it. Hey, I keep seeing a bunch of pop-ups. There's something going on in the South. What's that thing?
A pop-up?
Yeah, I've seen all these pop-ups all over my Facebook. There's something going down in one of them southern states, that big one.
Oh, as far as events and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
tell us about it.
We got a little AuthorCon thing coming up in July. If that's what.
Mhm.
That's it. Hit me with it. What is that thing?
That's a little convention that we threw together about 3 years ago, where It's mostly indie authors, but they kind of get to meet up with some readers, and great opportunity for them to get out there and be seen and heard, and meet some readers, for readers to meet new authors of all different genres. So it's fun for everybody.
I love it. You girls, you went to it, didn't you?
Bro, oh my God, he is the best with everybody out there. He makes every single author feel so welcome and loved. And like, I mean, I am like, walking into Texas AuthorCon, the first event that I ever been to, walked in, here's Merle, just, I know Bobby, there's Bobby. And just, he's just the best. He makes everybody feel loved and welcome and like they're somebody special. And I will go to every Texas AuthorCon event as long as he has me.
I that way. I know there are a few people that I missed last year, and this year it's going to be tough because it's going to be like almost 100 out there. So I know there's going to be some people that I don't have time to meet one-on-one. I wish I could, but yeah, it's just a great time. And even if I don't meet everybody, I noticed that a lot of authors do find somebody there that they instantly connect with, and next thing you know, they're sharing ideas and they're working together and collaborating. And so it's a pretty cool thing.
I love it. I know there was a big book that came out of there last time. What was that book?
We threw together a little extreme body horror anthology. The idea was that it was called Head Blown. So and kind of the idea behind that is most of the authors that contributed stories in that book were at the event. So it was kind of fun. So, readers could show up to the event, grab the book at the door, and then literally, I think 13 or 14 of the stories in the book, the authors were actually in the building, so they could kind of go around. It's kind of like a treasure hunt, go from table to table.
Grab the signatures like an autograph book.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that big red beautiful book in person. I was at it was a author event, and it was Chase Will and I were just right across the little row from each other. That's where I met him at, and his book was on the table. I'm like, oh. I flipped it over. I saw the names. I'm like, yeah.
Story in that first one. It was a great story, but yeah, it turned out to be a really good book. We had Patrick Harrison was in there, Endenbach, Butler, Chris Miller. There were some pretty big names in there. So it was a good book. And then we're following up with that one here on March 15th. We got part 2 coming out. That one should be fun too.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Is it as girthy as the other one? Is it thick?
This one's going to be the exact same number of stories, and we've got a little forward at the beginning of it from our womb friend Duncan Ralston, and so it's going to be a very juicy book.
Oh, it's going to look perfect next to the other one. I love it. I may even send my copies over to the girls and have them go treasure hunt and grab your signature for it.
Do it.
We will do it for you for sure.
Of course you would, you little butterflies all over the place. I'm sorry, jellyfish. You guys are gelling, or
that's the weird thing about this event that Merle sets up, though, because me and Chris, believe it or not, we're pretty shy, and I don't know, he just got the magic. Everybody got along with everybody. It was like one big old family. Me and Chris, we were scooting around. I was recording people for a podcast that we were doing, just talking to everybody, and it's one of the best events I've ever been. Well, it's the only event that I've ever been to, but I will hope that every event is like that. But
way to go for your first one and being that big. That's awesome.
I know. It was crazy.
Bobby Murphy, way to go.
So tell us about your new book that you just released that's been really popular. Will you have copies of it, like physical copies?
My release on Godless there.
Oh yeah.
All of them.
Right now, it's just on digital. I may throw something together to where I have physical copy. So the intention is that story is going to be in a book that I come out with. It's going to be my own short story.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be in that book. So I probably won't have blood come by myself, but you can grab the book. It'll be in there along with 7 other disgusting stories.
Ooh, we got the inside scoop. Kristen's going to get blood come in her hands.
Well, He sent it to me, and I've just got to read it.
You're hooked, huh?
Oh, yeah.
She's hooked. She got hooked on Stuart Bray. She got hooked on every single person we're bringing on here, girl. Because I know you
We
picked
bring
up
the
hard
best
stuff
on
too.
here.
Not bad. And now I'm a sucker because I'm like, I need more now.
To be fair, I don't think
To be fair,
he's going to make me cry like Stuart did.
oh,
Thanks,
Well,
I think we got to cut to commercial, guys.
a commercial. Let's do a commercial
We gotta
then,
pay
and
some
we're going to come
bills.
back and we're going to pick Mr. Merrill David's brain with some rapid fire.
Yeah.
I've been talking today with people who say they're obsessed and in some cases in love with serial killers and murderers. And then you've met some of the family, some of the victims. Now meet Hart. Hart publishes serial killer comic books. This one, Boneyard Press, Spreading the Fear in '92. And he says that violent crimes happen all the time, and his comic books don't add to the problem. This is a Jeffrey Dahmer. Is it a Jeffrey Dahmer edition of the comic books? Have there been more than one, or is this it?
There's been a few other serial killer comics that I've done, yes. You've heard
The parents of two of Dahmer's victims. You have given us a quote that says, why don't Shirley and Catherine just go home and heal instead of spending their time talking to the media? Why do you feel that Shirley and Catherine should not have talked to us?
Basically, the only reason they're here is so you can profit directly on their pain live while it happens right here. That's the only reason they're here. You brought them here for one reason.
You're the one that's profiting. She's not profiting.
I'm not profiting anything. She's making thousands and thousands of dollars by you crying on TV, suffering on TV. I did a comic book about a killer as a journalistic exercise.
You must know that I work for a company. That we do not like your comic book.
The whole talk show industry is based on festering wounds. You take people, you exploit them right there. That's what you're really interested in, Sally, huh? The bottom line is your pocket.
Holy shit, we Beetlejuiced Hart right back into it. We mentioned that how Chris was getting into reading him, and pow, he just appeared. Wow, that was crazy. Well, Mr. Merrill, so around here, we like to get nerdy, we like to get wordy, and we like to, talk to you, and we have questions that we like to ask, and they could be book related, they could be movie related, they could be horror related, they could be nerd related, they could be geek related, they could be anything that we want to ask you, that we want to pick your brain, but we always want to ask, in your Merrill David opinion, what is the difference in horror writing when it comes to splatterpunk and extreme? The floor is yours.
I think it's probably nastier sexually and with the graphic violence, I believe. And I think splatterpunk tends to be, I think it's still pretty nasty, but I think a lot of splatterpunk, there's kind of more of a they're trying to tell a tale, or there's some kind of a logic behind it to where or they're trying to make a statement or something like that. Whereas extreme, I think they're just like, there's puke, vomit, and all that stuff just to kind of for entertainment purposes. That's kind of my take on it.
Exactly. See, there's no wrong answer. It's just something that we thought we're like, hey, you know what? There's a lot of talk out there then extreme stories out of splatterpunk. What's the difference? And we just figured we'll ask everybody, what's your humble opinion? So that was an easy one, maybe, or maybe that was a hard one. I got one that Stuart Bray just blew my entire mind on how to eat string cheese. So I'm going to ask you, sir, when it comes to string cheese, are you a peeler or are you just biting into that stick?
I'm not really. The only cheese that I really dig on is the cheese on top of my lasagna. I don't really do the string cheese, but
I make some mean lasagna, just in case anybody wants.
She's gonna have to be in Texas making lasagna in her hotel room. Like, this is from Merrill.
I would too.
That's my Northeast coming out in me. I love the Italian food, and I'm like I said, I'm down here in Texas, but I'm originally a Northeast guy. I love Italian food.
Yeah.
I dig it. Bobby, your turn. Ask him.
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Bro, you're like the sweetest, most kindest, gentlest soul in the world. How the heck do you come up with some stuff? I had to sleep with a nightlight on.
that's my release. That's my escape. So I can be like this real life person while I'm on the keyboard hacking away at blood and all kinds of nasty fucking filth. So that's my escape. That's kind of that's kind of my entertainment is getting on there and writing that stuff. And I have a
I love it. He's such a great guy.
Awesome.
All right, Chris. Hit it.
Question. So I've got my handy dandy mug.
Right.
So my question is, do you drink coffee, tea,
I drink,
Booze, beer. What are we drinking? What are we sipping?
drink a lot of stuff, mostly coffee, black and dark, and like my soul is really dark and black, and it's but I love it. And it's the time. I'll knock back some. I like peanut butter whiskey, chick drink, but that's what I like alcohol wise. And then
Right on.
beer too.
Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How about there's a good one for you. Texas AuthorCon and other shows. How do you get show ready? Show me what your table would look like if you're presenting. What am I looking at when I walk up to the Merrill David booth?
I mean, kind of like what you see behind me. I got my two banners. I got the one for my Wicked Awake, my zombie series, and I got the other one for my more nasty, extreme splattery stuff there. And then I'll have a little my name on it, and then I'll have merch, and then I'll find it smiling, and that's about it.
Love it. Bobby, hit it.
Oh my goodness. What is your favorite vacation spot? I just want to know. Is it somewhere beachy or mountainy, or what's your spot?
I've never even been out of the country, and I kind of I don't really trust anybody. A lot of people that I go to Cancun and Mexico and all these exotic beach resort places, and I'm like, fuck that, I'm staying right here. My vacation, and seriously, I go back home to Rhode Island. I've got family up there. I love being up there. At least I got a buddy up in Maine. I love to go up into Maine around fall, and you can call me one of those leaf peepers, and I love the. I love it up there. But don't get me wrong. I don't like to be up there in the winter time because it's too fucking cold. But give me fall.
Right.
That's what I keep seeing. These girls keep crying about how cold it is. It's so cold. It's so cold. I love it. I do not want to go outside and just sweat. I don't want to get out of the shower and sweat for just what was that? What was that for? It's so hot and humid. No, that was stupid. Chris, ask the man. Ask the man.
You're exactly right. So my ultimate goal is eventually I would like to live half and half. So winters I'd like to spend up in the north, down here in Dallas, and then winters I spend down here. I'm getting it all back to, and then summers I would spend up in the Northeast, and that's right there.
Snowbirding it. I like it.
Commercial break, I believe, is coming up, guys.
All right, I want to do 3 real quick ones then. All right, Chris, ask one. I'll ask one. Bobby, ask one. Then we'll hit a commercial. Hit him, Chris.
Are you an ice cream person or a cake person?
Ice cream all day long.
Yes, that's the only correct answer.
Or ice cream.
I like it. How about, aside from horror, what is one of your palate cleansers? What's your go-to outside of the whole realm of all the nasties? Movies, books, whatever your pleasure is. What's your go-to?
I like if it's not horror, which most of the time it is, but if it's not, sometimes I like comedy. Sometimes I get into some of the Adam Sandler stuff. I mean, I know he's
love him. He's my favorite. My favorite.
Yeah.
Bobby, hit the man. Hit him as hard as you can.
Oh, okay. So, what is your 23 all-time favorite book?
Oh, that's a tough one. Shoot, I don't really. I can't really have one favorite book, and I can't think of one. There's just there's a whole, and I don't read a whole lot.
Busy.
Really?
It happens.
Well,
It happens. It's hard to get it. It's hard to do it sometimes. I totally understand.
Yeah, I don't get as much time as I'd like to read, so I'm not a big reader. I write the hell out of stuff, but I don't read a whole lot. Wish I had time to do.
Fair enough. Well, we're going to take one more break and we'll be right back with some more Merrill David Talking Dirty.
Psychotoxin.
Welcome.
Out now on psychotoxin.com. I dig it. All right, we are right back now with Mr. Merrill David. So you were talking about Texas AuthorCon. So like, what are some of the events that you're going to be going to? Like, when are they? Where are they? People are going to jot this stuff down. They want to know.
Yeah, so Texas AuthorCon is July, I think it's 26th and 27th. It's in Richmond, Texas, which is just north of Dallas, so it's Dallas. It's a Friday night day, and Friday there'll be some kind of like workshops. That's kind of more centered towards authors, help them and new authors from indie, startup type workshops where it teaches you how to self-publish. And then Saturday, a bunch of panels in addition to having their tables and meet and greet, question and answers. And
Love it. Love it. I'm jealous, y'all. You're going.
I know.
I'm working for the man.
Like, you know what? All you got to do is send us your book and we'll get some signatures for you.
We will.
Betcha. Absolutely. You know I'm going to do it.
And if you're really nice.
Nope. Stop you right there. Might as well just die. We know better.
Get you another copy and send it to you.
We will, because we are your best friends.
There it is again. That's the best friend thing.
No, didn't I hear you said that I was your best friend? I could have sworn I heard Merle say.
I swear last time it was Lee Edwards was your best friend. What is going on with Bobby?
I got a lot of best friends. It's really cool. This is a really good community.
Absolutely.
So, question. All right. So you live in Dallas. Writing. What do you do to, I guess, get in your writing bubble?
Your bubble.
Yeah. So I've kind of, I usually, for some reason I write better at night, and I just kind of get in here, and sometimes I'm listening to metal, sometimes I'm listening to sound effects and shit falling down. I mean, every day is different. I don't do the word count thing. I know a lot of people do. I get in here, and some days I feel it, and I may knock out. I'm a slow writer. I may knock out 5,000 words. I knock out 5, but if it was a good 5, I'm happy with it. As long as it's fun. Later on, I'll read it and I'll be able to tell whether I was having fun when I put that down or not. If it comes across like kind of boring, I'll be like, man, it's work.
That was a bummer night. I remember that.
That's some good advice, though, because I tell you what, I am the hardest on myself. If I don't do good, I might end up being like Merle and just say, you know what, stop paying attention to workout and just go. I'm like him. I don't put the work count up unless it's like, if I'm doing a travel or a flash or somewhere, I have to know where to cut it. I'll put it up there towards the end of when I'm trying to get out, but I just let it flow, and then it's just a big chunk, and I'm like, that was good. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, you got to have fun with it. If you're not having fun, it'll come across that way when people read it. It'll feel like it was forced. That's the way
I mean, I literally I was talking earlier. I've got a book. It's it's hooves. I know it's hooves. Everyone's like, oh, it's hooves, right? I'm like, damn it, I know it's hooves, but if you read the story, it's hoofs because around here that's how we call it. They're like, it's spelled wrong, and the whole time I'm writing this damn book, it's underlined, underscored, underscored. I'm like, come on, man, leave me alone. Quit picking on it. Just let me do my thing. Let me live my life, won't you?
that's exactly. So in lasagna on the cover, I spelled sauce, SAUSE. And I know not the way you spell it. And I had somebody, and we're indie authors. If I want to spell sauce with 2 S's in it, I'll fucking spell it that.
That's what exactly. Make it, fake it till you make it if you have to. It's a word, damn it. I made it. That's hoofs. Hoofs.
There you go. And you're covered. So it's as long as you're happy, that's what matters, right?
Bingo.
All right. So I do have another question for you. We have a lot of new writers coming in, I've noticed. So if you had someone come across you who's a new writer, hasn't published anything, but they want to self-publish, what is some advice that you would give to them?
Definitely do it. First of all, don't waste a bunch of time sending out manuscripts and all this stuff to all these publishers because you may never even hear back from them. So your first step is do it. Self-publish. Put your best product down. Maybe get some people to read it for you, check it out, get some opinions on it. Definitely do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do the work. Get people to read it. Just get it in their hands. It's more important than, hey, I have to do. And then you get as you go. Then you're like, okay, now I got a feel for things. Now I know this dance a little better, and I can know that I have to get some people's opinions on this. I know I have to get this into these right people. And how do I want to present it? But when you're first starting out, he's absolutely right. Do it. Write it. Absolutely. Chris, what a great question. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so proud. That's a great question. I wish that was my question. Good for you. I got a better one then. Fine. It is pre-Super Bowl here, but by the time this airs, let's see if you're a magician. Are you Magic? Who are you picking? Do you care? Chiefs, 49ers? You just don't give a fuck.
I'm a Patriots fan, and they are probably the worst team in the NFL right now.
That's my son's favorite.
Yeah. I kind of want the Niners because I don't want Patrick Mahomes to be compared to Tom Brady any more than he already is. So,
right. I got you. I'm a Michigan guy, so I'm all hail Brady. I mean, he's not the GOAT. I mean, that's Joe Montana, but I mean, I'm a Steelers guy, so when it came to that, I love Brady in college, but fuck him in the pros.
Okay, last and final, Merle, my best friend.
Merle, my best friend.
Where can we find you?
Right there. He's on the corner of the screen, Bobby. You're looking over there.
I'm talking about his books and stuff. Where can we find you?
I've got everything is on Amazon. I've got it on Audible. As far as the social, I'm doing the fake book and the Instagram and Tickety Talk. I don't dance or nothing like that, but I just kind of throw some stuff out there. And then I've got the one story on Godless there, the blood.
The blood come. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. Well, you know what, Bobby? I don't say this very often to you. Maybe I'm going to have to start saying it, but hey, good job. Meryl's awesome.
Ain't he? He's the best.
Yeah. I love it. I trusted Chris because you said it. And I'm like, all right, well, let me ask Chris because obviously don't trust your shit. But yeah, Chris is like, yeah, he's good. I'm like, good job, Bobby. You got Meryl.
Yes.
You got to talk to her and he wouldn't.
Awesome.
We're going to cut the commercial to pay some more bills. Thank you so much for coming in to visit with us. It's been so fun.
Thank you, Meryl.
It wasn't long enough.
Fun.
Oh my God.
We just spoke to Merle. Ain't he
Yes,
the
we did.
best?
Hey, you know what? And
Like,
it was cool because when we were talking to him backstage, he had a dog.
no.
He had a dog. Oh, I love dogs.
Oh my God, that it wasn't long enough. It felt like we just started talking to him and then it was over.
I know.
I know.
You know what's great? We're gonna see him in just a few months.
I know. I can't wait. He is the best.
And
That
then
was cool, guy.
we'll give him like a really big cream pie hug.
Oh, what?
At the beginning, middle, and end. Yes. Yeah, he gets three big hugs because we love him.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Whatever you immortality ladies. Your immortality. How about that? Is that sunk in yet? That you're doing this? That psychotoxin picks you guys and said, "Hey."
I know psychotoxin. I can't believe they have enough faith in us to. Oh my God, that's so amazing, right?
Like you and me are just like.
It's like somebody needs to pinch me, stab and something just to make sure we're not dreaming.
Don't put that out there. You know how many people would rather just come up and pinch you? Pinch.
I will see Bobby in April, so I will make sure to pinch you.
Yes, please do.
We might have
someday. We need to plan a gathering and have a live, little podcast between all three of us.
Mm-hmm.
Deal. As long as I'll tell you what, I'm all for it. And I know even Chris, she reached out to me a couple months ago because she was in Ohio, and she was like, "Hey, I'm in Ohio. I would love to meet you." I'm like, I don't think you realize how big Ohio is and how little my bubble is, and like I'm tucked away here, and it's great. I'm like, but I would love to meet you, and we couldn't do it, but I would love an opportunity to just hang out, and we're going to be able to. I mean, we're going to do it in Tennessee, but.
Yeah, but we need like a campfire, relax, chill, kicking it.
That's why I can't. That's why y'all just come over here because I got all that right here. I got it right behind me. Yeah. I'm good. We can sit around the fire and just tell tales and spooky stuff and hear poetry and just feel it, and of course listen to 90s alternative because that's the only music I want to listen to.
Oh yeah,
you can't stop me. I'm even saying it. It's under my name, right? One way, right there. Bam.
I love it.
Yeah, it's my go-to. It's.
Oh my God! And to think about it, like, okay, what's today?
I don't know.
So, y'all.
What?
Literally, in like a few days, freaking Disturbed and Falling in Reverse is going to be in freaking Nashville.
Disturbed is literally in Toledo tonight at the Huntington Center, where I just took my kids. That's right. I took them to the hockey. That was at that arena. They're here tonight. They're playing right now, and you're making me miss them.
To see them.
They're going to be in. But it's us, Myers. Your best friends.
Everybody's best friends. Well, I'm super stoked because I'm still sitting here looking at Smiling Sam, and I'm going to reread it because I haven't read it since I beta read it and back in the day. And I love it, and I know she's coming up soon, and we're going to be able to talk to her, and I'm excited because we've got so many guests coming on this show. Ladies, you guys booked everybody.
We did. We got some real good people.
We got Reverend Dark Cloud coming up live this weekend. I'm back in there like I was last time. I'm in a time vortex where I don't know where we are, but I know this Saturday will be our very first live, I do believe. Were we live with your buddy Hart?
No.
Or he was a record, wasn't he?
He was a record. We haven't had a live yet.
Amazing.
Oh boy. And then after that we got a live with Ronald Kelly.
I know.
Live?
And he lives in Tennessee.
Everything. See, it's like the the old Stephen King. God, it's a wheel. Everything just revolves around to it. How's that for nerd talk? All right. Well, I tell you what, that was awesome. Thank you, ladies, for introducing me to Merrill and introducing everybody else to him and where we can reach him at. And of course, we're going to link him, tag him, and all that other goody stuff. So, Chris, before we leave, I'll ask you first. What is your win for today?
My win is that I ate 3 quesadillas.
Nice. You did. You told me you ate quesadillas. I was like, oh, lucky. Bobby, same question. What was your win today?
My win for today is I got to talk and interview Merrill David.
Oh, of course it was. I love it. That can't be mine. And mine's going to be this. So, Huss, I have it in my hand. I'm going to try to figure out here soon what we're going to do with these copies because these are fun and I love it. And they're chat books and they're small pocket books. And small pocket people are like Chris.
Do you got them available, those cool stickers that you got?
I do, but they're totally upstairs. So no, everybody, just check my link there. It's all over this. I spam the shit out of things. You can find the Cupid video. Go check my TikTok as Merrill referred to it as. Well, we all won because we got to talk books and words and nerds and bullshit and just fun and just enjoy ourselves. And this, when it's going to be playing, is a Saturday. So enjoy your Saturday, everybody, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace. 1, 4, 3, guys.
Yo. I'm straight up out the grave like gang grave. Step up to ZC and get your face. Ain't these lanes stay until the day they test fade. In the best way, you need to peep my fucking hex game. My pain locked in my brain, well I changed my faith in our fate. Dog, it won't sway, and I pray that I stay this damn engaged till the day you can say we rich as fucking Bruce Wayne. I'm a known beast with no leash, though don't speak on ZC. If your rhyme's weak, you might meet a Mike B with some pipe dreams that might be rigged with some shit to make your mind leak. Come try me. I'm a monster who got bars, so fuck charts. I'm a rock star on the top floor. We set it off. Omen's Glock's hard. The bark spark. So please be warned that we waited patiently for years.
That's why you catch me East Coast stepping. Local urban legend. Zombie coat the gang. Walk with the horde if you reppin'. Hatchet stay swinging. Fuck around and you'll be headless. Cut off at the top like Tetris. We at your throat like a necklace. Omen make them panic. They frantic. Can't hardly stand it. He's manic. He's got depression. But 6 is an adolescent. And he beat. He touchy wreck it. Here to teach you a lesson. You'll regret it. Hip hop said that's why we've been resurrected. You all think that we vanished, but we've been laying low, planning on taking over the planet. We need to eat till we famished. We took a crash course and landed, so never take us for granted. The whore keeps getting expanded and every one of them reckless.